Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 22 of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. In the last episode, we went from the east side of Hyrule all the way back to the west side to bring Prince Rallis over to Renato. And then once we left the house, the Zora Queen came over as a spirit and telling us to follow her. And you cannot actually leave the area. She will force you to stay here until you go to her. And it looks like she's heading for the graveyard. Alright, so we might as well head there because we don't really have much of a choice otherwise. So let's go. I'll head over to the back of the graveyard later, but first I'm just gonna push this random brave to get some money. In retrospect, I should have given Agatha more bugs. But I was starting to think, you know, we're gonna be getting to the third dungeon soon enough. Probably in this episode, so I might as well just, you know, go in with as few rupees as possible so I can pick up what's in the dungeon. Okay, that stone over there actually looks like Zora's Sapphire from Ocarina of Time. So this stone would have some connection to the Zoras. It's telling me to go in here. Alright, so there's a little secret passage. Hopefully you're not claustrophobic. Or got a thick waistline, you'd be stuck here. But this would be your grave. So, apparently there's a Zora grave right here. I am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You are right to bring him here. Kakariko Village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we take our eternal rest. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. It is no coincidence that my son found his salvation in this place. That which I promised you is within his grave. During his lifetime, my husband created garments specifically for the chosen hero, garments that house the abilities of the Zora. Okay, well at least I don't have to grave rob or anything. So this is the Zora armor which you need to actually get underwater, but you're going to be more vulnerable to fire and ice attacks. Now at last, I can join the king in slumber. And yet, my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted him to be brave and live on as the king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without end. Tell him. Oh, it's daytime. Well, that's actually pretty good. Well, it's a good thing you found all of your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor. But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? That last fused shadow. Remember what Farron the Light Spirit said? He said you would need the fused shadows to defeat the Dark Overlord Zant and save the world. So even if you go back now with all the people you saved, the whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's go get it. We need to go to the temple on the lakebed of Lake Hylia. Yeah, I haven't forgotten, Midna. We still gotta do this first. Cause and effect, that's how things work. Also, before we go, I do see some boulders underwater. My regular bombs aren't gonna cut it. Barnes did say he made some bombs that are meant for the water. So why don't we go get those? I do have 2 bomb bags, so I'll use one for my regular bombs, and the other for my water bombs. Regular bombs I can carry up to 30 in a bag, but water bombs I can only carry up to 15. But before I go buy some bombs, we're going to need some more money. Anything that would make me feel a little bit more confident in my abilities. Because for this dungeon, I want to be prepared. So, let's get a move on. Best place to get some money, well, maybe I should equip the Zora armor first. Oh yeah, I look a little bit more badass with this on. I won't be so badass if I'm dealing with ice or fire enemies. In fact, I'll be like a good ass. Those are the worst kind of asses. Especially in battle. Actually, kind of think of it, I don't have water bombs at all. So I'm not going to be able to do anything about that boulder. Well, that was a waste of time. Well, don't I feel like an idiot. I gotta get some water bombs before I can blow up that underwater boulder, which has 50 more rupees. I think I should take McJesus and get over to the bomb shop. Make me lick the lollipop of bombs, I don't know. Alright, so let's go over here. So, what you should do, if you're looking to replace the bombs in your bomb bag with another type of bombs, you can sell the contents of one of your bomb bags to get some money back. And when it's empty, then, well, you can fill it with whatever you want. Preferably bombs. So this is the buyback counter on the left. And you can select which bomb bag you want to replace. We're gonna go with this one. I'll only get like 4 rupees. No, don't take those bombs. I want you to buy, well, to get these. And I'll buy 10, because that's the most I can afford right now. You're open 24/7, well that's very valuable. So it didn't really matter if it was night or not. Okay. Now let's head back to that boulder. I think I should do that right now. Now that I got the water bombs. Don't go that way. I didn't tell you to do that. Don't get all feral on me again. Or Will Ferrell, which is practically worse. Yes, an obnoxious actor is actually worse than possibly getting rabies. Or tetanus and stuff. Yeah, I said it. You heard it here first. Again, nothing in those crates. Sometimes you'll find rupees or arrows in them, and in this case, no, I did not. Alright, so now that you got the water bombs, you can actually use them underwater, because, well, that's what they're for. They kind of look like piranhas, too. And you blow up this little boulder, you get 50 more rupees. Well, that'll be great news for us. And you can actually swim with the Zora armor. I think you could as, like, regular Link. However, I think when you're a Zora, it actually works a little bit better. You just get to keep tapping A and you'll go faster. Alright, so what I should do before I go is I'm going to head back to the bomb shop one more time and buy another 5 bombs. That would be a good idea. You can get a 3rd bomb bag at this point of the game. However, at this juncture, the most you're probably going to need is 2. So, you might as well just stick with like 1 type of bomb for each bag. You'll do just fine with that kind of setup. I hope. Apparently there's going to be another type of bombs coming out, but we don't have that option yet. Alright, well, we'll deal with that later, but for now, let's head back to the graveyard. We got plenty of water bombs. We should be able to make our way to Lakebed Temple at this point. Hopefully this LP is turning out pretty good. I mean, part 22 so far, and already I'm at this point of the game. I mean, yeah, I've did a lot of sidetracking just for, like, bonus... How the hell do you get stuck there? A lot of sidetracking for bonus items, you know, like heart pieces, bugs, and whatnot. But it's gonna make, like, the later parts of the LP not last as long, because I'll have little stuff to get, as opposed to just saving it for the end. I mean, I can't be like some LPers that would actually just, like, take the optional stuff and save it all for the very end just so I can make, like, a sped-up montage. It's not my style. I prefer to do things whenever I'm able. Alright, so there's 2 boulders I can blow up. The one to the right is where we want to go, because you can just see by the little map there's no border around one part of it. That should indicate that that's going to be a shortcut somewhere. There, get us an extra 20 rupees. The more money we have, the better. But that can be pretty much said for any facet of life. And when you blow this up, we should be able to move on. Alright, so weirdly enough, this takes us all the way to Lake Hylia. Apparently that must have been one long-ass tunnel. The good news is, this is where we actually wanted to go. Rather than just go all the way to Eastern Hyrule Field. Okay, as long as I'm tapping A, I should be able to swim at this speed. Holding A, you won't be able to go as fast. Oh, we're very deep underwater now. So I'm surprised we haven't succumbed to, like, the water pressure. Okay, I think that's good. Alright, let me blow these boulders up, because I would like to get some extra rupees again. Rupees are good. Rupees are good. Personally, I would have liked to have the ability to grind off-camera for rupees, but it looks like there was very few options that I could go without progressing the story, because the Zora Queen's spirit actually restricts you so much. So I didn't really get a chance to collect more rupees, as much as I would have liked to, between episodes. So unfortunately, I gotta do all that here. Oh well. Okay, so the way to Lakebed Temple is through that rock over there. But you can't use bomb arrows underwater, even if with water bombs. So, in order to open that little passageway for us, we got to, like, clear up this air vent. Perfect. Now you gotta place a bomb in the vent, so it'll be carried up into the boulder. Like so. Why is there a boulder there anyway? Trying to keep the enemies out? Or try to keep the enemies in for better perspective? Okay, as per Zelda tradition, water temples are known to be an utter pain in the ass, and are meant to confuse you. Okay, here's a recurring Ocarina of Time enemy. Ow, that was dumb me. Okay, you have to use the stab. I think they're called shell blades? I kind of forget the names of them, but you see them in Ocarina of Time. Okay, use your stab, and then any attack will do to take out that abductor muscle. There we go. We'll run into another type of enemy called a Biri, but ignore those. We don't have the weapon required to defeat them yet. Alright, we made it! So this is the official entrance to Lakebed Temple. Come to think of it, do I really need that much lantern oil? So, if only I can dump out the contents and stuff. Yeah, I only use a little bit, but now it's already empty. So I believe there's like a blue chew you can find here. So, I think we gotta open this. There we go. I'm not going to leave the room yet, because there's other stuff I can get here. There we go. Blue chews give you blue potions, of course. That'll replenish all your hearts. In fact, that's kind of better than the fairy I got. Alright, so let me set up my inventory back the way I want it. And now, let's explore the rest of this room. There's a couple chests I can find. The dark chews or purple chews, they have some kind of random effect, like they can restore 1 heart, they can take away 1 heart, they can give you all your hearts, or they can take all but 1/4 of your hearts. So there's a bit of a catch-22 for when you're using them. Obviously, the red shoes give you red potions. So if you find any dungeon with shoes and got empty bottles, well, you can get some potions for free. However, you have like a small window of time in which you can actually replenish it. Why can't you hit those? Thank you. Before you can actually get the chew jelly. So you gotta be quick about it. Yeah, so I think that's a better idea, just to use like one bottle for lantern oil, and then take the rest from there. Oh, the stalactite fell. Whoa, that's treacherous! Whoa, don't you think you ought to knock down those stalactites hanging off the ceiling first? They don't like to be very stable. I bet they'd break pretty easily if you hit them with enough force, don't you think? Well, obviously that's a clue that we are to use bomb arrows for this. So why don't we use like a concussive blast on them? There, knock down those stalactites, you can use them as platforms. I figured I'd mix them with my regular arrows because you don't really have a lot of bomb arrows compared to... Look, regular bombs, I mean to say. Oh, here's a new enemy. This is a Helmosaur. These things like to charge right at you, and you can only hit them from the back. And if they die, they leave behind these Jason Voorhees-like masks for you. Blue Tektites are also annoying. Why is it gliding like that? Is it the water that's affecting him? The back slice actually works really well against Tektites. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way. So yeah, Helmosaurs can be a pain in the ass, but luckily they only charge in one direction. I'm not talking about that British band. Why can't you just climb that, Link? Don't struggle at the simplest things. Like, you can combine arrows and bombs, but you can't even climb up a simple ledge without hopping around like you're James Brown. Like, Link's like, watch me! Ah! I don't know, I'm just getting random and stuff. Oh, and you get some regular bombs here. You're gonna find plenty of chests that give you bombs, arrows, and water bombs. So this will be a godsend, rather than just have to leave and then come back multiple times. Alright, so we're very close to, like, the main room. Oh, doesn't this look beautiful? But we can't even go in there. Like, go down the river or go for a ride, that kind of thing. Oh, I see another new enemy. Lizalfos. Your backslice is very effective against these scum. Once you knock them down, use your finishing blow, and done. There. Alright, so now get used to this room. You are going to hate this room for many reasons. It is so confusing. Like, you got this big spiral room. You got like one set of stairs, and a lot of levers that affect where the stairs are going to go. And you are going to be using these mechanisms a lot to get around. I can hear the Uko all the way from here, but I can't get to that side yet. I'll have to manipulate the stairway. Oh, can't go that way. The room I want to go to is like on the lower section and to the left. And there's plenty of rooms we can't even get anywhere. So we'll be leaving those alone for now. I love this backslice. It's just so awesome. It's so practical against Tektites. And pretty much any armored enemy. As long as they're not armored in the back. There, replenish my arrows. Okay, I should pull this lever. That'll rearrange the stairway. Perfect. Huh, can't even roll up that. What's wrong with you? Beautiful. That back slice is like a thing of beauty. Okay, that door is locked. I would like to go there, but we can't. You can smash the pot, or, you know, pick it up. Phew! Free at last! Gracious! That nice fellow helped me out the other day. Nice to see you again. Well, now that we found each other again, let's stick together for a bit, I'll be right with you. See you on the board, Bob. Just let me know. Okay, so I didn't find her in the Goron mines, but hey, nobody's gonna complain about that, right? But at least I can find her here. Alright, so... gotta think of our next destination. Well, send this guy to heaven. What? I'm sure he did something good with his life. Not all Tektites are born to be evil. They're probably just wild beasts. Okay, so now I want to put the staircase over here. Awesome. No, what's over this way? To the left. Just pots that probably got rupees in them. Fair enough. And there's a big chest over here. Alright, so I believe this is the map. Yes, it is. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. So, why don't we just keep going? I think I'll probably do 1 or 2 more rooms, then I'll call it an episode. Well, that room doesn't count. Not really caring about you today, Helmasaur. I swear they look like Arons from Pokemon. Alright, so let me get my bomb arrows ready. Take out those stalactites. There. So it's... I don't think I... Did I knock down that stalactite? I believe I did. No, I didn't. The chain got in the way. There, that's better. Alright, so let's go down here, because I believe in this room you get a key. Which is something I could actually want. I had to knock down one of those stalactites to actually create a platform, which allows me to get the key. I suppose I can just land on the platform and I'll still get it, like climb onto that, but I figured I'd wait. It'd be cooler that way. I can make keys float. Oh, that was bad. I figured I'd just use regular attacks. Okay, there is a chest over there in that room to the south. However, I can't reach it. So I'll be sure to come back to this room later. But for now, we got what we came for. Hey, climb! Those Tektites can't reach me from here, can they? They can't climb, so haha! Sucks to be you, Tektites. Alright, so now let's head back to that locked door. Stupid Helmasaurs. We'll find another item later on in the game that actually makes dealing with Helmasaurs much more practical. But, for now, let's just head over this way. There we go. Okay, so I think now would be a good time to end this episode, and in the next part, we're going to continue exploring the Lakebed Temple. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.